fellow Americans. Tonight, I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
2020 is now the deadliest year in U.S. history.
So many hospitals are already at or near capacity.
A SARS-like virus
throughout history with coronavirus.
The coronavirus emergency.
Coronavirus.
The coronavirus.
To immediately self-quarantine for 2 weeks.
Oh no! But luckily for us, under Paref Springdale's new SMILE program, we're able to continue our quality education and learning. The coronavirus pandemic has struck us for over a year now. Businesses have closed, quarantines were imposed, and schools, of course, were also affected. But under the careful consideration and hard work of our teachers, staff, and administration of the Paref Springdale School, they were able to come up with an effective method of online learning for us students. Through the use of online platforms such as Google Meet and Google Classroom, teachers and students are able to interact in synchronous sessions and supplement our learning with asynchronous activities. But we are not just only limited to tests and discussions. We have also done multiple projects that help us learn the applications for the different topics we discuss. One of these is the home-based science experiment in our chemistry subject, where we use the scientific method to answer problems and formulate a conclusion. Here's Elian to give a more in-depth process of how we do it.
This process starts with our teacher giving us the details of the experiment. After this, he'll provide us with a form for us to fill out if we want him to buy the...
Stop right there, Elian. It's kind of boring. I'm gonna save you some time by basically summarizing what he said. Of course, it's a home-based science experiment, meaning we're going to be doing all the experiments at home using home materials. But for materials you don't have at home, the teacher will send you a form and will have you fill it out for materials you have and don't have. For the ones you don't have, teacher will send it right to your home or can be picked up at school, whatever you desire. Then comes the write-ups. It's going to have you write the introduction, hypothesis, the materials you're going to need, and the procedure of the experiment that you're going to perform. Well, I mean, if you don't know how to, don't worry, because the teacher will send you a template and a guide that will hopefully aid you in your process. I mean, before this, I didn't know what I was doing, but after I feel like I'm a scientist. So, you finish your write-ups, have the materials, what's next? Well, obviously, the fun part, the actual performance of the experiments. We're going to be doing simple experiments like Mentos in a Coke bottle, or something more complicated that you've probably never done before. But all these experiments have one thing in common, that they're all fun to do. It's all educational and all for learning. I mean, what do you have to lose?
With the at-home experiments, I was able to get a hands-on experience with our various chemistry topics, which helped me further understand the lessons.
Doing the home-based experiments was a very good alternative to doing it in person, but of course, given the choice, I'd still prefer to do it in person. But it was still a great way to learn a lot about chemistry and all those topics, despite the situation that we currently have.
I had a really fun experience with the home-based science experiment. I had a really great time filming them, analyzing them, and observing the experiments as well as conducting them, while my sisters and Yayas, of course, helped me out with the documenting of the experiment. And I had a really great time, and I have learned a lot from the home-based science experiments. I have learned the purpose and importance of redox reaction. I have studied on how oxidation and redox reaction affects apples, and how copper and aluminium and iron all mix together and how they affect each other.